Welcome back. As most people have realized, the situation in Ukraine is a deadly and complicated one, but more confusing than that is how China plays a role in this conflict. We are your hosts, Alex and Drew, and in this episode of Ukraine Simplified, we will be going over every way China has and is affecting this war.
Thank you for that, Alex. As he said, it is quite a complicated situation. Despite this, we will do our best to explain it in this episode, and hey, maybe you'll even learn something. So, Alex, what was China's relationship with Russia like before the war?
Over the past few years, China and Russia have had a very close relationship, trading with one another frequently. Russia exports gas, oil, military hardware, and minerals. China buys all these products, which makes them economically and militarily attached.
So, how have they responded to the conflict?
China is attempting to be seen as very neutral and powerful in the war. They have been sending supplies to Ukraine and have been promoting peace talks. This is what China's president, Xi Jinping, had to say about the struggle. China stands for peace, opposes war. China is a peace-loving country. We hate to see the situation in Ukraine. We call for immediate ceasefire, and we are promoting peace talks. This sounds great in principle, but in truth, China's main focus is how they can come out of the war without any losses and maintain as much power as possible. In fact, China abstained in a vote saying Russia is responsible for the humanitarian crisis. This doesn't seem to make sense, but in reality, it is somewhat reasonable. China's main dilemma in this war is that they have strong relations with both sides, having been Ukraine's largest trade partner since 2019 and being Russia's largest trade partner for over a decade.
Can you tell us some more about this vote?
The vote was held at a UN conference in which countries discussed if Russia was responsible for the humanitarian crisis. The meeting ended in an overwhelming amount of countries deciding that Russia was indeed responsible for the crisis. But after all China's talk about peace, they ended up abstaining in the vote, being one of only 38 nations to do so, including Belarus, Syria, North Korea, Eritrea, and obviously Russia. This vote also called for immediate ceasefire.
This seems counterintuitive to what we said China was doing earlier, like sending resources to Ukraine and trying to get both countries to be peaceful.
I would rephrase this as a question is very broad.
Okay.